Hello all and welcome to my very first Wish, Win or Bin. So what is Wish, Win or Bin, you may well ask? Well, it's where I take a popular gaming franchise and or character, I type it into the search engine of wish.com, it'll throw up a load of items for sale to do with that franchise or character. I'll sift through them all, I'll buy a load, and then I'll open them up on camera for your viewing pleasure. Now, for those of you who don't know what wish.com is, I believe it's a website as well as an app. I use an app which is synonymously known for selling cheap items, and a lot of those cheap items are regarded as being of low quality, hence the cheap price that they are for sale for. But not only am I going to try and find some of these cheap items, I'm also going to try and search perhaps for the odd little diamond in the rough, a little bit of a quality item as well, hopefully. And I do have a couple that I'm hoping that are going to be that quality item, but I have plenty of these which I do expect to be cheap and of low quality and not that good. So what have I done? Well, I had a new customer voucher presented to me when I first started looking for it. So I thought I'd open with a very popular, massive franchise. So I went for one that I absolutely adore and love. And yes, he's making a guest appearance over here. It is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I was going to set some rules out for these sort of videos, like a budget, a limit on how many items I should buy by a minimum as well. And then I just thought to myself, no, I'm pretty much going to go freelance with this. Maybe just buy at least 3 items or whatever for future episodes, things like that. Yes, there will be more, but yeah, pretty much no rules as such, except for buy at least 3 items. And for you today, I actually have 12 items, all to do with Sonic the Hedgehog from wish.com. Now, there was meant to be 14, however, 2 keyrings costing £1 each, with £1 each for delivery, have yet to turn up. They had an original quote of mid-February, but now they are showing delivery for late March. So I didn't want to wait that long. I wanted to press on with episode 1. And yes, indeed, crack on with opening some of these items which have been sitting on the side, teasing me for quite a while. So let's start moving a few things out of the way so that we have a little bit of room to go through them one by one. We've got a pair of scissors on standby, so hopefully I don't look like an idiot for too long, potentially in some stages. And I'd just like to also add, before we open item number 1, that I have called this Wish, Win or Bin, but nothing will be binned per se. If I decide that I don't want something, it'll either be donated to a friend or either donated to charity if I can't find anybody that wants it. So here we go. We've got item number 1, and yes, I thought I would start big. I would go with one of the biggie packages, but I am leaving the one that's potentially going to be my favourite till last. So let's open package number 1. I mean, a lot of these, they had on them what they might be, so I already kind of know what's in this one. But as you'll see, not only have I blacked out my address, but I've pretty much blacked out every number or word that I could possibly see that might be associated with an address of any way, shape or form. And yes, these are going to make a little bit of noise as I get these out of here. But these are, no doubt, going to be the Sonic slippers. And I think this is the most expensive item that I bought. They do look cute already, I've got to be honest with you. Yes, this is the most expensive item I bought at £10.45. Now, it was 11 quid, but a lot of the time with wish.com, if you buy an item within a certain time period and then check out, they'll take like an extra 10 or 15p off. So with these Sonic slippers, they took off 15p. It was £3 for delivery as well, but this is the expensive item. So we've started heavy basically, and we're going to use the scissors to split open easily here, pop them out and get rid of this plastic bag and have a closer look at these. So straight away, these eyes look a little bit weird, I'm not going to be honest with you. So eyes look a bit weird, and what have we got here? On the inside of it, Sonic Heroes. Not the straightest pieces of knitting there going on, is it? That R looks a little bit on the squiff. Oh dear. For the expensive items, these do feel cheap as well. I wonder how badly these will fall apart after a couple of weeks wear or something. So yeah, my original opinion on these, they haven't exactly blown me away, and yet these are one of the items that looked a little bit better in the picture as well. So not going to be sure I'm going to be keeping these. Now, I'm never going to wear them because I'm not really a slipper wearer, but my feet are bare, so let's slip one on and actually see how comfortable they are. Excuse me while I try and stay nearest the camera. Wow, the front really grips the front of my foot very well, and for a size 9 person, they just about go over the back of my heel. So yes, they are, very soft obviously, but they are brand new. And I don't normally wear slippers, so my feet's probably thinking, what the hell is going on here? These don't feel like anything you've had on your feet. But yeah, I mean, it's recognisable, isn't it? I mean, should someone come around and see these sitting on the floor, they're going to go, oh look, you've got Sonic the Hedgehog slippers. But as for quality, not brilliant. Not the best. And this is one of the more expensive items. Oh, it can, well, it could possibly get worse. Maybe not. So, all right, let's crack on with the second item. Let's have a look. I've just found the one that is the one I'm looking forward to the most, which I expect to be of little quality. Let's chuck in one of the smaller items. I'm going to put the other slipper on. We're going to have a little sort of test as time goes by. So yeah, we've got both of them on. Oh, they feel weird. They really are hugging the front of my feet. Okay, so this one actually is giving it away on what is in here on the front here. It says pillowcase 1, so shouldn't need the scissors, so out the way you. Here we go. I can already see Sonic staring at me as I open it. So it's packed and packed again. Here we go. Is it going to be easy to get in, or am I going to need those scissors? I'm going to need those scissors to pierce just a little hole, it says now. That plastic that rips open. So the pillowcase was £2 with £1 postage. It gave me many a design to pick from, and I went for this one because I thought it was quite cool. That's probably the best one of the lot, and feels very I'm going to be using this word a lot. It was very cheap, more nylon than anything, nylon or polyester. But I would imagine that they pretty much just had it a number to type into a computer that then printed out the one that you wanted. So, I mean, it's not horrendous as I first imagined from the picture, but it's of a material that isn't of great quality. But at the same time, I don't think it's made out of polyester. It's not going to tear and snag super easy, I would imagine. But yeah, is it a nice item? It's all right. It's not bad. For what you pay, I would say get a couple of these in a kid's bedroom, perhaps. Then the kids will love them. But for grown adults, I'm not going to be replacing the ones that are currently on my couch. But at the same time, will I be keeping it? He says, probably not. This one will end up in a charity shop, no doubt, he says. So, yes, that one was here. £2 plus £1 postage for that one. Let's chuck another small one in there at random. I have no idea what this one is going to be. Now I need to start a pile of stuff. You can go over there, pillowcase. Right, what have we got on here? Oh, it's telling me it would cost me two US dollars on the front. It didn't. It cost me £2 English. Okay, knitted hat time. And I remember looking at this thinking, this is super cheap. Yes, it was £2. It was down as knitted hat. No, it wasn't. It was £2.85. So I don't know what the description on the front's all about. £2.85 with £1 postage. And I remember looking at the Sonic on the front thinking, that Sonic likeness is there, but it's not exactly bang on. And it's actually come through a little bit better than it looks, and as you can imagine, it's not exactly bang on, but it has come through a little bit better than I imagined. I can't see me wearing this to work. These slippers are actually getting rather annoying, in an update for that. But at the same time, that is, apart from the logo of how Sonic looks and the fact you can question the likeness, and obviously it's probably not genuine product either, that is not bad a quality. I mean, it's not thermal, but at the same time, it's not bad. I mean, I don't think that's going to fit on I'm going to have to put this on now, I'm saying this. I'm not sure that's going to quite fit on my head too well. It feels more suited for a large child. How? Go on then. Hang on, let's just chuck another one. That one will be next. So let's... oh no, it fits lovely. Stretches around my head nicely. And it's actually comfortable. But I'm very aware that there's this very large, poorly sewn on badge on the front. It's massive as well. Let's take this back off. We are indoors and I've got the heating on, so I don't want to sweat my head off. But yeah, apart from it's almost a bit unsightly as well, the way it's been put on as well. But the hat is actually of reasonable quality. I'll tell you what, again, we're going to go back to, it may be actually just a little bit too big for a child, but a child would probably actually love this and it would suit one very well. But I do have many a thermal hat because I work outdoors for a living, so I won't be needing this, and at the same time, I'm not going to be wearing this at work. I will certainly get the Michael taken out of me should I do, but not the worst item for the money. Not the worst item for the money. Okay, any clues on this one as to what it is? Yes, we do. Alloy keychain. Alloy keychain. So we don't need scissors for this one. You're in the way again. But there we go. Now I remember this because on wish.com it gave me the option of buying the keyring for £1, even though you can't see it through the massive label they've got on the front, so just as well these are to hand. Gave me the option of buying the keyring for £1, the necklace chain for £2, or both for £3. So I thought I would go for both for £3. It then knocked it down to £2.85. There we go, £2.85, and the postage was £1. And I'll tell you what, that is actually, it's not the heaviest of metal, but that's not a problem actually. That is a really nice keychain and a really nice representation of Sonic. It actually looks like Sonic even if it isn't a licensed product. I mean, is it? Well, it's got Sonic the Hedgehog written on the back. Is there a trademark written next to it? Not really. The C even has what is attempting to be the shape of Sonic's head in it, making the C. But for describes an alloy keychain, I expected it to be heavier, but at the same time, I am very much liking the appearance of Sonic in that keyring, and will actually even use it on my keys. Will you stay there? There you go. Sonic can hold Sonic, and then we should have exactly the same thing on a necklace. Now, this was just kind of to see what the necklace was like. I will not be wearing this, but I do have perhaps a niece or nephew that may like it, if I can get them into Sonic. So yeah, it's exactly the same basically, but just thrown onto a keychain. The chain is actually a lot beefier than I thought it would be. It's not cheap, not the really cheap thin ones that you can just pull apart, as demonstrated by my good self there, as I'm giving it a good old yank. My feet are now sweating, these slippers are coming off, so they keep your feet warm. Excuse me while I just chuck them aside. I can't believe that of all things, the most expensive one is at the moment looking the most cheapest. But they are nice, I say, they really are. They really are. It's got exactly the same Sonic word on the back, because it literally is the same pendant, just put on a chain of a necklace. So there we go. Yeah, good quality items for the money. For the money, you're getting not too bad an item. So we'll pop you down there actually. We'll have some sort of visuals on the go as we're going along. It's another small one. What have we got? Any clues on the packet of this one? Throw pillow. Okay. I believe, do you know what, I misread the wrong one. The other one was £2 with a pound delivery as advertised on package. This one is the 285 one for £1. The other one was more of a cushion because of the fact it was square. This is actually a proper pillow, as in, you know, for your bed. No, I will not be using it. I can already tell you that now, but again, it just looked cheap, and I just thought, how cheap is it actually going to be when I get my hands on it? And of course, I went for the design that was basically on the front of the game, Sonic Generations, and it is literally, no, it's not quite the same material. It actually feels slightly softer, not quite the same polyester nylon coarseness that I felt on the last one. But again, it was one that had multiple designs, and you literally picked one, and then I'm guessing the machine printed it out for you, and that's what you got. Again, not the greatest of quality, but a kid will love this. So if you've got children who love computer games and love Sonic, especially as we are in the sort of midst, the aftermath as such, or not even really aftermath, the Sonic movie is less than a week old still, as of time of recording. So Sonic may be popular for your kids, and this will absolutely perhaps put a little smile on their faces potentially. But as I say, it's not of great quality, and I'm feeling the size actually. It's probably not going to fit a proper adult pillow. Certainly ones that I used to sleep in or sleep on. So yeah, not entirely sure about that. But again, it's just another one that could potentially be ideal for kids rather than for adults. But I don't know where you're supposed to put the pillow in. Is it not actually enclosed all the way around? Is there any poppers on one end? Oh, don't tell me you have to actually kind of stuff it somehow yourself. How bizarre. Look at that, sealed. All four corners and sides, he says, are actually sealed. Well, how stupid is that? You have to stuff it yourself, but there's no hole to stuff it. It's basically now just something to use as a wall hanging. How bizarre. Okay. Yeah, not the greatest of items. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. They'll put it in a charity shop. The charity shop won't notice until someone buys it, I suppose. But at the same time, they're not going to be selling that for a lot either. Okay, let's go. Next one. Any clues as to what this is on it? Description of context, wallet. Now, I remember this actually did look rather cheap. So come on, surprise me, wish.com. Surprise me. Let's have a look. Yes, it is indeed the wallet, of course. From a company called BioWorld. Okay. Let's have a look. And as I say, they gave you a couple of designs to pick from as well. And this is the one that I went for. have a look, get that out of the way. What we've got here, what's that all about? Random small piece of cardboard. Random piece of cardboard there. Come on, where's my fake credit card or something? Or put phone numbers here and rubbish like that. Or is that just to let you know? Why would you need that there like that? And you want your card to breathe? Okay, so little zip pocket here as well. Nothing surprisingly hidden in there. That doesn't look very well printed at all. Again, I did buy this thinking it looked quite cheap. And it's lived up to what I thought. Look, how many Sonics do you want on one wallet? We've got Sonic Generations there. This dude over here, this Sonic dude over here looking very happy with a hot dog. As this one here attempts to be Superman with a ring in his hand. So yes, it's got Sonic Generations there and many a small picture. Again, yeah, this isn't a great quality item either. This isn't a great quality item. Wish.com living up to their name with this. This was a £5 as well with £1 postage. I mean, the drawings of Sonic on the front there, that does look really good. There's nothing wrong with that. Visually, that looks good. I mean, I can imagine after you've used this for a while, longevity-wise, you're not going to get more than a few months out of it, I would imagine as well. So, yeah, not too sure on that one. Maybe I can find someone younger who likes Sonic to give that to. Otherwise, this will be ending in the charity shop as well. Well, we're not doing very well for stuff I want to keep. At the moment, I'm donating it all or giving it all away. So that's not a good sign. However, I was kind of surprisingly impressed with the woolly hat, even though the design or the label on it was really chunky and not that good. Oh no, we forgot keyring. We like the keyring. The keyring is staying. We like the neck chain, even though we are never going to be wearing a neck chain like that. That keyring is great. I will be putting that on my bunch of keys, certainly. Okay, so how many more items have we got left? I think we've got half a dozen left. Let's throw up this one. Here, we know what this one is, because it tells me on the packet, and for some reason this one came through a little hole on it, but it does say on the front socks as well. Now these, I believe these were really cheap. These were £1.90 with £1 postage, and they look kind of cool as well because they had, like, obviously they had Sonic on it, but they had his sort of spiky backs as part of the socks, if you get what I mean. Now I was going to say these will not be something I use because I'm a grown adult. I'm not wearing Sonic socks with little bits coming out of it, but at the same time, I'm absolutely totally intrigued by these as to how good they are. And I tell you what, the quality feels all right. Certainly feels nice. It doesn't feel bad at all. And now that slippers are off, I'm going to have to slip these on, aren't I, and see how good they feel. I'm going to have to do it. But oh, it's got 3 bits. We've got the centre bit as well. So, I mean, unless you want to look stupid by wearing shorts and pulling these right up, I doubt they're ever going to be actually noticed while you're walking along the street wearing these. But at the same time, that is a nice touch. That is actually really cool. But like I said, I'm never going to wear these. So I would imagine that these, again, donate to charity shop, potentially, or given away. I'll tell you what, we're going to slip one on and we're going to go for a comfort test. Bear with me. I'm going to sound like I'm a mile away from the camera, probably. Don't worry, I'm still here. And we've still got 5 more items to go through as well. But, ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that is very smooth and very nice. It's very comfortable. And putting on the tabs, are they going to come off easily? Quality, not horrific. You know, they're not polished and finished as well as a high quality pair. Yeah, they're a bit naffly stitched up there. I've got to be honest with you. I can feel it now. It's stretched out on my ankle a bit, and now I'm noticing it because of that on here as well. But again, for looking like Sonic, and for something for a child, especially with the Sonic movie just happening as well, and perhaps being the thing for a little while, especially as it's gone to #1 as well across the world currently, then kids may like that as well. So yes, they're actually not a bad product for the money. For the money, they're okay. As I say, I'm wearing one now, and it feels comfortable on my foot. It really does. It really does. Can't fault the comfort of them. Okay, so let's pop that aside. And we've got 5 items left. I'll tell you what, let's do it. Let's go for the tube. Let's go for the one that looks like a tube. I already know what this one is. This one has just turned up in time, actually. I was wondering if it was going to make it. Now, this one was advertised as free just pay postage, and that postage was £2. However, I get the feeling if it wasn't free, the item would probably cost £1 and the postage would £1. You have to, on Wish.com, when you see things like that, you still have to search. You really do have to search, because at the same time as seeing a product, you're thinking, oh, free postage, oh, postage is £3, oh, but it's free, and then you'll scroll down and you'll see it for £1 with £1 postage, things like that. There are sometimes the items do appear more than once, so do have a good scroll through. Now, this one was a watercolour, and as soon as I saw it packed like this, I thought, well, it's obviously, as I pull it out, it's going to be all rolled up and need to be straightened out. And when I saw it, I thought, you know what, that's not a hideous piece of artwork, actually. That is actually quite nice. However, it's looking already through the side of it a lot more colourful than it actually looked in the picture. So, got a nice soft tube in the middle, actually, to prevent a bit of creasing. So it's nice, bearing in mind the postage was only £2 that they went to that trouble. And we've got a little bit of bubble wrap too. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be... it almost looks like it's not going to be Sonic. What the hell is that? They sent me the wrong thing. Yeah, that's supposed to be Sonic in blue and white patches, and we've ended up with some random girl with a teacup. And I'm trying to peel it open in the anticipation that this is just an outside piece of covering for what I actually ordered. This is not what I ordered. What is it meant to be? Is it Alice at a tea party? It was meant to be Sonic the Hedgehog, kind of in the image of jumping forward, made out of blotchy red, blue and white chunks. And I've ended up with a girl multicoloured holding a teapot. So from a picture that I actually might have liked and been able to pin up, Wish.com have sent me this. What the friggin' hell is this? I have no use for this. I said I wouldn't throw anything away, but really, a charity shop is not going to take this. As a picture to pin up, if I wanted to keep it, that's about all it's good for. Oh, my days. I'll tell you what, let's just get this out the way, put the next item on. Let's hope this one actually has Sonic the Hedgehog on it. That would be a nice touch, wouldn't it? So what have we got on the outside of here? We've got toys. Oh, this was another item that I was kind of looking forward to. Although this was the item that I was going to open last, because this is the one I'm most excited about. So we'll leave those two to last. We've got this one here that's is a sticker that you're going to put in your car. Of course I'm going to put it in my car. I'm worried actually about cutting through this and cutting the sticker. But there's can we get it open without needing the scissors? Wow, that's some glue you've used there. If your item's as quality as the glue is, then it's going to be amazing. Here we go. So, there we go. And that is it. That is literally it. That is a sticker. It was only £1, and I think the postage was £1 as well. No, it was 95p, because it gave me one of those lovely little pieces of check out now, and you can have a little bit more off. You can have another 5p off, Rob. There you go. And that is, it's okay, isn't it? It's exactly what it says on the tin, really. It's a Sonic sticker. It looks like Sonic does. Looks like one of the more modern iterations of Sonic rather than the older, more classic one. And it's all right. I'm not going to be putting it in my car. What I'm hoping is that if I can use it as a regular sticker, perhaps on the top of my laptop, and then obviously it will just be a reverse of what I am looking at now. I'm hoping that it will work like that. I don't know. And it's actually in another pack, so I see it's sold as a vinyl rather than a sticker, he says. I don't know, can we get it out? Can we get it out? Oh, I think we just put a cut in it there. Oh, this is not going well. My skills of cutting are just failing me drastically right now. Please tell me I didn't cut into him. No, we're good. There's the cut. I missed him. So, yeah. Okay. So, yes, we'll stick that on my laptop, hopefully, rather than on my car. So, we'll keep that. And as I say, for what it is, it's exactly what it says. It's a sticker. It's Sonic. It looks like Sonic as well. This rather dark triangular piece of ear, though, looks a little bit weird. Or is that peel out? A centre that might peel out, actually, there and reveal just like an outline. I don't know. But, yeah, quid sticker. We'll stick that on my laptop. Hopefully, I will want to keep it. Now, this one I bought expecting to be low quality, this item here. This is, well, I was always going to buy at least one Sonic soft toy, and this is exactly what I bought. This is a Sonic soft toy, and where is it? He was £4.75 with £2 postage, and I looked at him and thought, oh, that looks cheap. So, well, we are either just going to be not surprised at all, or maybe go, oh, that's actually better than I thought. And there he is, look, he's all curled up in a cute little ball trying to get out. Now, my initial feeling in feeling it is actually feels rather soft and quite nice. Actually feels all right. And I remember when I looked at the photo, we've got spikes there, all seem to be in the right place, nothing odd about those. Remember looking at it, oh, we can add, oh, so wasn't in the picture, you can actually stick it and make it dangle or something. I remember thinking in the picture that his eyes looked a little bit off and a little bit weird, and I thought that looks super cheap. Don't get me wrong, it does still look cheap and feel a little cheap. These buckles on his shoes are really coarse actually, and yeah, his arms don't feel very soft at all. They're quite solid, and it's a little bit solid all round really. It's not soft. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he still squidges a bit, but he's not entirely soft. Nose is a bit weird, and Pinocchio would be proud of that fella. Got a sticker stuck on the side of his cheek there, but yeah, something about his face don't look right, and I must admit, when I saw the eyes, I thought the eyes didn't look right, and again, something about the face doesn't look right. It almost looks like we've got the same face as we have on the... Sit there, let's get a slipper. Kick them off behind me, you see, because they're making my feet sweat. Certainly keep your feet warm, they really hug your feet, these things. I mean, these... Well, the eyes couldn't be more different. The black on those is where the white is, and the white on those is where the black is, and vice versa. Green on these is lighter, and the green on those is darker. But this Sonic over here hasn't even got green on his eyes, and he's a proper officially licensed product. So I just realised how funny these colours are. One of these is super, that's very pinkish skin-like colour. But yeah, cool. Now looking at the front of that even more, or for a second time. Yeah, that don't look good. That don't look good. And you have the most expensive item as well. Still can't get over the bad stitching on that. Okay, back you go, right over there again. So yes, yeah, we can see that it's meant to be Sonic, but it's not a great representation of Sonic, is it now? So, okie doke, yeah, that's some charity shop donation, I think, that one. I do have a Sonic plushie. It is much better looking than that. So, or see him on the back parcel shelf of my car, because people driving past ain't gonna have time to really notice it, and they go, oh look, that's Sonic. No, charity shop. Bye. Okie dokie, so I'll tell you what, we'll go for these because I'm going to leave the t-shirt to last because I really am looking forward to the t-shirt. The t-shirt had a design that I absolutely, really like the look of. And I must admit, I know this one here says toys. Now, it's 6 figures and I was expecting them to come in some sort of little box or something, like a little display piece like that. But it looks like I think it might be half a dozen of them, have been sent loose. The 6 figures cost £6.65 plus £2 postage. And I can understand, actually, for the postage, do you know what? It's not a lot, and they're coming all the way from the other side of the world, practically. So we're going to need some scissors for this one. That is tough plastic. I'm glad I had these on standby to prevent me looking less like an idiot. And I say less like an idiot because some of the stuff I've bought here is now making me question myself a little bit. And then so we've got a bag in a bag, in a bag in a bag. They look like they're all individually wrapped as well. I'm already looking at them through this and thinking these aren't as bad as I might have feared. Some of these look okay. They may get displayed in my gaming area because I don't have any small figures of Sonic. We've got, I know, shut up. I'm not having a go at you. You're big and you're a controller, buddy. I don't have any small ones decorating my gaming area. And as I've already said, I'm very much a Sega guy growing up, and I absolutely love Sonic. So to have some of these around the area would be great. I don't know how well these are going to stand up. Well, since we've got Knuckles in my hand, we'll open with Knuckles, and we'll see the likeness of them. That's not that bad. That is not that bad. But at the same time, that I know got a bit of carpet in there. These don't feel like they're going to be solidly standing up on the floor at all anytime soon. So I don't know if they're going to be good for that. You might have to put blue tack on their feet or something and then stick them to the ground. So let's get the man out himself and see how good he is. He's got his arms down by his side like he's ready to sing like a dwarf going hi-ho, I'm off to work we go. So yeah, what they really are having trouble with his eyes in these products, or is it just me? His eyes again look a little bit off. They look a little bit home and away, should we say. One's looking up, one's looking down a little bit. Not quite sure about that. His arms are in a very questionable position as well, but he hasn't got blue arms. Got the proper skin coloured arms. The pointed tail is very pointy. And again, it's going to be off camera, but will he stand up on his own? He kind of does, but he wobbles a little bit. So he's not... No, do you know what? The Knuckles looks all right, but Sonic doesn't look that great. And one of the first ones I saw through the box, actually, through the box, once I saw through the wrapping when I first opened it, was the Tails. And I thought, well, that Tails looks all right. Oh, God, his feet are well off again. Even if he does stand up right, he's going to be looking like he's been out on the town for the night. Again, I'm going to have to try and... Oh, mind you, they do flex quite a bit. They're not the most solid of plastic, but I'm worried that if you bend it around about too much, you'll end up snapping limbs off. So maybe that can help to get him to stand. Excuse me while I go off camera a bit for a bit more solid surface. Yeah, he's standing up without the say, put him on some sort of carpeted floor like I've got here. That's not going to work. Have we got anything we can use nearby to stand him on? Let's have a look. We've got a Ridge Racer game here. Look at that. There's a solid surface. I'm bending his feet about a little bit. There we go. Kind of stands up. But it's not very stable, he says. Tapping it, shaking it. Yeah, I was a little bit harsh the way I shook it there at the end. But there we go. Yeah, they're very bendy. At the moment, the only one that I'm not really pleased with the appearance on is actually Sonic. This Amy figure looks a lot better. It's a lot bigger feet, so she's going to be a lot more stable. That is a really nice figure. Sonic, you've been outshone by your woman. She looks a lot better than you do. Not quite going to stand up on my unstable mats here, but to the side off screen, if I put her on a solid table, she stands up. That is really nice. That is a really nice figure. So her and Knuckles are wins. Sonic is a bit of a fail, especially with those dodgy looking arms. Tails isn't horrific, but he's come through damaged, unfortunately. That's, yeah, you'll see where the white there has worn off on his cheek, which is a little bit of a shame, he says. Although the shoes, the tips of the shoes there aren't exactly polished as well. So I would say Sonic and Tails are fails. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. And Amy and Knuckles at the moment are wins. They actually look a little bit like them. So we've got the robot Sonic here. I forget the exact name. Please don't have a go at me. And, he looks a little, yeah, that's not good, that one. No, not liking that one at all. His eyes are very dark. You can hardly notice them. What was that? No, that's not the greatest of jobs there. But I'll tell you what, again, the photo really sold these actually because they looked a little bit higher quality and they almost looked like they would be made out of metal rather than plastic, and they certainly didn't describe what they was made out of. And let's have a look at Super Sonic, see if he's better than a regular Sonic. Now, my immediate opinion is yes, because again, looking at the eyes actually look kind of normal. So the arms look a little bit more natural rather than weird. But yeah, that looks alright. That looks okay, but yeah, it's cheap, and I don't think I'll have that one on display either. So out of the 6 of them, I think Amy and the Knuckles are quite good. And my initial opinion when I looked through the packet at them was, oh, these aren't actually that bad. And then you got them a little bit closer, and sadly, they weren't that great. So we're on to the final item. The item that I deemed when I was searching for stuff and wanted to buy a bit of quality, that the t-shirt wouldn't let me down. Now, I like a t-shirt, so when I do these in the future, and there will be more of these in the future, the t-shirt is something I'm going to be paying close attention to. And there's lots of cheap looking nasty t-shirts made out of nylon, made out of all the cheapest materials in the world you could ever imagine, but there does appear to be genuinely nice looking good 100% cotton t-shirts on there as well. So whenever I do one of these, I'm probably going to be buying a t-shirt and be looking for one that I actually will like and will wear. And when I saw this, I liked it. So let's crack this open, and hopefully the printing isn't that bad. T-shirt does have a nice feel to it, and as I say, it's not that bad an item. So here we go, one men's medium t-shirt. And again, if you're looking at the front, you'll notice there's more than just Sonic on there. So I have actually typed other stuff into Wish just out of curiosity, a couple of other characters I thought about doing first and next, and I've decided on other things. And obviously, because some other people are on there as well, then obviously if you type in Mario or you type in Crash Bandicoot, it's going to come up as well. But I typed in Sonic, and this t-shirt was the one that caught my eye, and it does feel nice. It feels like a proper 100% cotton t-shirt. It's advertised on the label there as 100% cotton, made in Bangladesh. And I just liked the design. If you know your Disney, then you'll know that that basically is the Hakuna Matata scene with Timon, Pumbaa and Simba crossing across the log. But obviously, instead of those three, you have one of the gaming's biggest icons from three big people. Obviously, you've got Nintendo, Sega, and Sony in that order, basically. I know Crash has been on a lot more since, but everyone associates Crash with the original PlayStation and the PS1. So that is actually a really nice t-shirt. The printing feels good. The printing feels good. There feels nothing bad about that printing. I am actually very pleased with that. It has almost saved a lot of these items which have turned out to be terrible. But Sonic actually looks like Sonic. It's a nice image of Sonic, as is the one of Crash. That Mario, he looks a little bit like of a cutesy Mario rather than a proper Mario. But he still looks very much like Mario should do as well. And that is a nice play on a movie scene with three iconic video game characters. And I really like that. So that is a nice piece to end on. That really is. Very pleased with that. And how much did that t-shirt cost me? Did I say that? I don't know. Can't remember. £6.65 plus £2 postage. And for a lot of t-shirts that are nice and look good, that is quite cheap. Some of the other t-shirts were like still £9, £10, £11, but you could tell that they were proper t-shirts, not made on the cheap. So when this one was a little bit cheaper, I was a little bit fearful, but that printing does feel nice. That printing does feel nice. And I tell you what, I will probably, if I ever actually able to go to one, because things keep tying up with them, if I actually go to another event, I may wear this at my next event potentially. It's really nice. I actually really recommend it. If you type into one of these franchises onto wish.com and come across this t-shirt, I can actually recommend this. So how have we done in general for our 12 items? Well, we've got a sticker that I want to stick on my laptop. We've got a cool keychain as half of 2 items that are nice, which I will use. And we've got a t-shirt that I will use. And 2 out of 6 figures that I might actually put on display. But apart from that, there is a lot that come under the bin section. They really do. And we've got, unfortunately, this rather low quality, not that good looking a Sonic plush. We've got the slippers are across the other side of the room again. I'm not going back. That have been thrown. We've got the pillowcase which doesn't open as well. We've got a cushion cover. Oh dear, does that open? I'm not even going to check. And then we've got a watercolor that's not even Sonic. Sold to me as Sonic, and it's not even Sonic's. The postage was free, so they just sent you anything. What, you know? Or not, the postage was free. The item was free. The postage, I can't believe that. You cannot script some things. You really can't. So, ladies and gentlemen, what did I pay for all this lot? You may ask. I think I've told you the prices as I've gone along. I can't remember, but the whole lot, I think, with the missing key rings, because there was 2 key rings for £1 with £1 delivery each, come to £68.90 for the whole lot. And all I've got out of it, I'm keeping is a t-shirt, a keychain, and a sticker that I'm going to put on my laptop. Oh well. But I had a discount code which took the overall price of everything, including the missing key rings. I mean, they'll probably pop up in a later pickups video. Everything came to what was £54.10. So, I mean, this was a bumper edition. I wanted to open up big. I had a very big, very large new customer promotion code for some reason presented to me. Every time I've entered a code since on a potential list of purchases, and the purchases come to anywhere over 20 quid, the money they've knocked off is like £1.10 or something like that. It's never been as big. So there'll be future episodes of these featuring other franchises and characters. There'll be a minimum of 3 items, but I can't promise you that there's going to be as many as there have been in this. But this was a lot of fun, and I had to do Sonic first. And with the movie, as I say, only just happening recently, it seemed very good to tie it up. But as for wins, there was more bins of wins, unfortunately. My charity shop is going to do well out of me, but possibly hate me at the same time. I don't know. But as overall, this was actually quite fun, and having sitting there for some items for weeks, because again, another thing that's going to hold me back on these is the delivery time. As you can imagine, they're coming from the Far East as well, so they're going to take a long time to get here as well. And of course, please bear in mind there's an expense to doing this as well. But there will be more in this series. I already have the next character line up, and before you're thinking, I already know what that's be, you've done Sonic, it's not a him. It's going to be something else, but I'm sure he'll make an appearance in the future. do stay tuned. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me on this first ever episode of Wish, Win or Bin. Something that I've really enjoyed doing, even though I've been kind of mugged off a lot. I got sent an image of a picture that wasn't even Sonic when I bought a Sonic canvas. But I've had a lot of fun doing this, believe it or not. I hope you've had a lot of fun watching this. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, take care.